Hello, my name is Mariana, and today this is a reading for Aquarius. So Aquarius, as usual, I'm doing this reading with my own tarot deck, so the cards you can see are from this deck. So I know that I just did a reading for Capricorn, but taking the advice that came up in the extended about being on the receiving end, I just sat down with the cards to see if there was something else wanting to come through. And, very, very fast, it was clear that the message wanted to complement the Capricorn reading. So here I am, Aquarius, doing a reading for you, but I feel like it's really, really linked to the Capricorn reading. So if you haven't watched that, maybe it's worth, taking a look at that, because I feel like these are the two different approaches to the same situation. Maybe you might be, dealing with somebody, that is embodying either the Capricornian energy or, the Aquarian energy and vice versa. So it's interesting because I feel like it has to do with a relationship that is incredibly loving. And you, Aquarius, you have this desire to show that, but in terms of gifting somebody to show them how much you know that they're worth, because you know how much you're worth, because you're showing up as the King of Pentacles. And if you've seen the Capricorn reading, you know that this card was, featuring Capricorn, right? It was representing Capricorn. So this was talking about Capricorn's responsibilities, which has nothing to do with how this is showing up for you. This card for you, Aquarius, is bringing through worth, right? Value, how much you know that you're worth, and therefore you can use all of that knowledge, all of that wisdom, all of their resourcefulness to show your appreciation for somebody that you know is worth a lot as well, right? And it's not that you want to buy them or that you want to gift them something that is expensive just to have their have them owe you something, right? It's not like that. Because what I heard with this card for you, Aquarius, was for what is worth, then that's a really, really good idea. And I feel like this has to do with family, perhaps, because the 10 of Pentacles is coming next. But it was talking about like using your resources to share with somebody that you know the worth, right? It's like these are your resources, but it's like you know how much they are worth as well. And that's the reason why you want to share this path with them, right? I talk about the shared path with the tens. So this is talking about that, right? It's all embedded in here. And I feel like this is somebody that you see the potential maybe from early on, right? Because they're coming through as the Knight of Cups. So this might be like this parent-child type of relationship, right? And we are approaching Christmas. So, it's, the time of the year where we gift, typically we gift presents to people that we love, right? And I feel like this is what you're doing, but your motivation, your intention, right, behind how you're using your resources is because you want to, it's like you want to give them something that shows them that it's like this demonstration of how much you see their potential, right? Because it's like they're such a pure, it's like a pure being, but it's almost like somebody that it's like you want to fund their idea, or you want to just be like this sponsor in a sense. But it's not, maybe I'm not expressing the right way. It's almost like you see their value, you see how much they are worth putting in a lot of resources, right? But as I said, it feels like you have worked for this, right? So it's almost like it's like that you have, because we have the 8 of Pentacles, right? And it's almost like that if you gift them something that is expensive, it's almost like it's going to act as like this incentive so that they can work hard, because they do have the potential in their heart. And it's almost like you want to be this role model or this example, right, for them, that if you know, they work hard, but hard as in like with intent, right? With this intention of being able to gift people that you love things that are worth their value, right? This is the intention, because it's like you want people that you see their value in your own path, right? And because your path is, you know, one of richness, one of prosperity, one of abundance, it's like you want to bring all of that, you know, for the front, for the forefront for them, right? So it's like they know their worth by reflection, right? Because you know your worth, and therefore it's like you want to show them, right, with something very physical, very tangible, right? Because it's almost like you're happy to be able to do so because it's proof of your success, but it's proof also of your commitment with your own work, because it's almost like that's your purpose. And it's like you see that they have like an incredible purpose that they can also like put all of the work, all of the effort, and it's going to prosper as well, right? So it's like whatever you're gifting them is something to be like this incentive, right, for their purpose. And I feel like the way that they are receiving is a little bit different, because maybe they feel like you work a lot. Maybe they feel like they don't really need an expensive present, right? Because it's almost like you're surrounding them with all of these presents, all of these gifts, as like a symbol of your accomplishment, right, of your work, of like the manifestation of, you know, all of your achievements, you know, your purpose, right? Your purpose manifested is like it's like the means by which like you're able to gift something very expensive to somebody that you love so dearly. But it's almost like because it's like what they're focusing on is not what's on the sidelines, right? Because it's almost like that becomes like instead of like an incentive, it becomes like this I don't want to say barrier, but it's almost like they just need this clear path direct to you, right? Because we do have the Two of Pentacles coming later on. I feel like it's fun. It's like they will enjoy. It's not like they're going to, you know, neglect or, you know, just it's like they're going to receive it, right? That's also linked to the Capricorn reading. They're going to receive it because they have like this pure heart, but they don't care too much about the price of things, or, you know, it's almost like they see value in other things beyond the physical, right? But there's something about the purpose, right? It's like your intention in gifting this, it's like to show how you are on the same path, or how you want them to be, you know, in a very prosperous path, but also meaningful path, one that is prosperous in terms of the material realm, but also in terms of their, you know, the realization that they have, right, when they get to, you know, live their purpose, right, and, you know, make a living out of that, right? But I feel like that's very subtle for them. It's almost like they don't really get it, right? It's almost like it's not that obvious for them, right? So you might have to explain that. But with the Four of Wands coming next, this card was talking about just being there with you, especially because the Two of Pentacles is coming next. And the Two of Pentacles plus this Four of Wands was just talking about how expensive things are cool, are, you know, fine, are amazing sometimes, but what they truly cherish, you know, this one, it's like the reason why they love you, right? It's not just because you're successful or you have accomplished, you know, a lot of things in the world, or, you know, in your career, or, you know, in this material realm. It's like they love you because they see your worth, right? And that's true for you, right? In terms of like how you see them as well. But it's almost like maybe they don't have the maturity to understand the subtlety that you are bringing to this exchange, to this gift ceremony. It's how it's coming through. Because you do have like this intention of being like this motivation for like this purpose, right? It's like you see their purpose, and it's almost like you want to be the example for them, right? It's like a successful example of somebody that can make a living out of their purpose, right? Because you know that they have like this same potential in them, but it's like they just want to celebrate. It's like they don't care if there is an expensive present or not, right? Because the Two of Pentacles is like just the two of you. If there were just the two of you, it would be as celebratory, as festive, as amazing, as incredible, as, you know, as it is, right? It's almost like the cherry on top. It's the gift, right? It's like, I know that you are intending to gift this expensive things to show them how much, you know, everything that you have worked for can, you know, enable you to do this, right? To do this gesture of like this shared path, right? This very valuable shared path. It's like how you want to make them see that it's incredible to have you, and being able to have you there. It's almost like, you know, having to also sustain both of you there. But it's almost like they already see the abundance, right? Even without that. The Empress, which was in the it was the first card in the extended for Capricorn. And it's interesting because, you know, the extended for Capricorn was talking all about the, you know, like this receptivity, right? And, you know, the embodiment of receptivity is the Empress. And I feel like that's this person. It's like they don't need you to buy anything. It's almost like they are so pure, they're so loving, they're so kind, that they don't need anything, really. It's like, if it was just the two of you, right, in this shared path, it's like without the 8 Pentacles, right? Because the 10 of Pentacles is like the 2 in the middle, which is already here, without the 8, right? So that's the reason why I was talking about as, you know, the 8 of Pentacles being more of a barrier, or like, you know, such a subtle thing that they don't pick up. So they're not going to value the reason behind you are actually buying this for them. It's like that's the reason why I'm saying it's like perhaps you need to explain, or, you know, just forget about that. It's almost like enjoy, even if it's not like they're going to disregard your gift, right? As I said, it's going to be fun with or without. But it's almost like it's not the main thing. It's like they're not there for the gift. They're not there to receive anything from you. It's like they just want to be in your company, because it's like they want to follow your footsteps. Yes, in the direction of abundance and all of that. But it's interesting also, there was this high contrast in the Capricorn reading, you know, between the first part being very masculine and the extended part being very feminine. And I feel like, you know, there was this split, right, in Capricorn's reading that I don't really see here for you, Aquarius, because it's like you start with a very masculine energy being the king, and then you end with a very feminine energy. But I feel like that's coming from this one. So it's almost like, you know, they're not asking for anything, I don't feel like. It's like you're glad to share this abundance with them just because you love them, right? And for what is worth, because it's like there is this intention behind, right? It's like it's almost like you want to encourage their purpose, right? Them living from their purpose, and that's the reason why you're gifting them this. But I don't feel like that's the main thing. But still, for you, this is completely worth it, right? Whether or not they're going to care much about it, because I feel like what they truly value, it's not what you're capable of gifting them. It's almost like it's your presence. You are the reference. It's like you are the symbol, right? It's like the same way that I was talking about, like you knowing your worth, and therefore it's like you're the big mirror for them, right? This It's like you're the reference. You're setting this standard like really, really high. And they do look up to you, right? But it's like they already know that they are on the same path, because it's like you want to make sure, you want to remind them with this gift that it is a shared path. So therefore it's like they can value themselves, right? So it's a matter of not just the material thing. It's not just about what you can buy or what you can make or create or use with your resources, right? Or, give them. It's about like the celebration of being in the same path, right? Of following the same path. And then that's the ultimate beauty, right? That's how they see you and you see them. And it's almost like this mutual, it's like flying together, right? I often say that the Empress to me talks about like this huge wings, right? I see these wings like opening up for the first time, and it's like this sensation of freedom, right? But it's mutual, I want to say, although I feel like maybe you don't realize that they are already much more mature, right? At least, from what you were expecting. So it's almost like, their reaction to, it's like not depending upon, the material things, and valuing exactly what you do value as well. It's like that's the ultimate gift, right, for you and for them. Because it's like, whenever you give somebody something, it's like, well, at least for me, that's the feeling, right? I feel like I gain much more than, if I would be in the other position. So I feel like what they're gifting you in return, it's like it's the confirmation that even though they don't really see what you mean with this, right? It's like they see the true you. It's like they see like the Empress that you are, right? It's like they see you as this ultimate standard. It's like this ultimate reference to them, like the reference of abundance. It's like of, having achieved something beyond just the material, right? It's like feeling good about yourself. So that's the true gift. It's not what you can buy, right? That's just the cherry on top, right? So that's really amazing. And I feel like you do get to have like, a wonderful time together. That's the blessing, really. It's like, it's, a moment of celebration, because both of you, it's like you are in this shared path, right? And both of you, it's like you value one another for who you are. And that's amazing. That's truly a gift. So Aquarius, I am going to pull more cards for you, as well as the astrological runes in the extended reading. So if you want to join me there, I'll be very happy to see you. You can find the link down below. If not, I'll see you next time. Okay, bye.